People tend to worry more about what they're eating between Christmas and New Year rather than what they're consuming between New Year and Christmas. And that is the key to staying in shape in 2026, is to actually give a shit about what you're eating, what is going into your mouth between today, 1st of January 2026, and next Christmas, or this Christmas this year, because, you know, between Christmas and New Year is a week, and then the other 51 weeks of the year is what really matters, okay? So, Happy New Year, everyone. I'm currently back in the UK, missing the Colombian sun, missing the Colombian weather, visiting family and some friends here before I head back to Latin America. And I thought I would break my radio silence on YouTube to just give you guys some actionable points for this new year, for 2026, okay? So the first one, now's the time to really worry and care what is going into your mouth, food and drink wise, rather than between Christmas and New Year. So that's point number one. Point number two is keep the yearly picture in view. And what I mean by that is it's actually a good idea to count the sessions that you do in 2026 on a piece of paper or on your phone, because it's when you zoom out and you look at the yearly picture, this is what really dictates your results, your body composition, progress, how you look, how you feel. It's not about how many sessions you can do next week. It's not about how great your training sessions are going to be in January. It is all about your consistency over the year. There are times when it's a good idea to skip training sessions. I have been ill recently. I have been struck down with one of the influenza viruses, or one of the viruses, it might be COVID, I have no idea, that has been going around the UK right now. And so I have not trained in a week, very sadly. I had every intention to hitting up my local Pure Gym with my mum, getting some good quality sessions in, using the Christmas food and drink to good use, not hitting some PBs, but definitely having fun in the gym, lifting some weights, feeling good. And I haven't been able to do any of that stuff because I've been bedbound. It's actually a miracle right now that I'm able to talk for a few minutes without coughing and spluttering all over the place, because that is what I've been doing up until now. So if you are that ill, yes, skip your training sessions, don't worry about it. But if you're not really that ill, let's say you're just a little bit under the weather, then you should not be skipping training sessions, because skipped training sessions for body composition are really the devil, because it's when you look at that yearly view, this time in 1 year's time, when you're looking back at the year and you're looking at how many training sessions you've done, if you skipped a bunch of sessions, it's not good. It's not great for, it's not good for body composition, it's not good for fitness and everything. And so do not skip your training sessions and keep that yearly view in mind. That's point number two. The third point, which is good for this time of year, is you don't need to reinvent the wheel to get you where you want to be. You just need to be doing the things that we already know work really well. You need to be going to the gym regularly, as we just talked about. You need to be doing just the bread and butter basic exercises, but well and consistently. You don't need to be eating any special, crazy, different types of foods. You just, well, if you're eating currently badly, you need to change that and start eating healthy foods. But you don't need to be finding a rare type of fruit from South America and eat that because it contains this antioxidant that's really good for boosting your metabolism or burning fat. No, you don't need to do any of that. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, basically. You just need to do what already works with regards to training in the gym and also with the food and drink that goes into your mouth. And you just need to do that consistently and regularly in order to get in shape. You do not need to reinvent the wheel. It's the same in business. Do you really need to create a new product or a new service to make some money? Well, if your goal is to create a, trillion-dollar company, then you probably do need to create something new and create something different that stands out from the rest. But if you just want to make a few quid, if you just want to make a few dollars, if you just want to make some money, you really don't need to be reinventing the wheel. And that is the third point. I just check out this view as I'm walking along. Pretty nice. It's a lot colder here than it is in Colombia, obviously, but you know what? The sea has good energy, and it's a nice house actually here. So that is point number 3. Point number 4, sticking with the investment kind of tangent that I've just gone on. Time in the market beats timing the market. And what I mean by that is it doesn't really matter when you start. It all just matters about how long you're in the game for. Lots of people use the 1st of January as a good reset point, as a new start point. It's a new year, New Year's resolutions, that kind of thing, which is great. But you need to carry that on throughout the year. Do not wait for the perfect conditions to start. January typically isn't really that good a month for fitness, because apart from today, the weather's not normally great in the UK. It's dark, it's cold, sometimes it rains quite a lot. It's not really conducive for having a really lean physique or really wanting a lean physique. And also because it's cold and miserable, you're not really going to be spending much time with your clothes off. And so you're going to be wearing jackets, hats, scarves, gloves, exactly like I'm doing at the moment. And so there's no reason to be super lean, okay? So normally January is not a great kind of fitnessy summer body month, but if the whole new me, new year, new me thing floats your boat, then starting in January is good. But definitely don't wait for the perfect conditions to start. If you really wanted to, you could start your fitness journey on the 29th of December and have great success with that. And in the past, I've had clients kill their fitness goals starting in that week between Christmas and New Year, just because they want to, and they're not fixated, or they don't limit themselves by, the calendar that we work off. Time in the market beats timing the market. Lots of people wait for perfect conditions. Lots of people go, oh no, I'll start next week. I'll start next month. Oh, next year. No, I'll start after this. I'll start after that. It's better to get started in crappy conditions today rather than wait for perfect conditions tomorrow, because those perfect conditions tend not to really arrive. Work gets in the way. You get busy. Something happens. You get ill, like I'm ill. You're unable to stick to the diet. You have 4 weddings 1 month. All of these things happen all the time, okay? So don't wait for the perfect conditions to start, and just think about time in the market beats timing the market. 5th point. I know it's January the 1st, and there's probably lots of videos popping off right now on YouTube about New Year, New Me, but look beyond January. Think about July, think about October, November, or even December this year. Don't just think, oh, I need to just smash it in January, because what about February? There's March as well, and April, and May and June. There's all of these months, and it goes back to the second point I said, zooming out and looking at the year overall. Life still carries on after January. There are 12 months of the year. You want to be engaged and kind of killing it in all of them. You don't just want to be good on your fitness in January. Think of it like a marathon, not a sprint, okay? It's all about the yearly averages. It's better to have 12 good months rather than a couple of really great months and then 10 rubbish ones, okay? So look beyond January, play the long-ish game, and don't only just get fixated on the next 4 weeks. 6th point, I'm holding the camera so I can't do another one, but the 6th point is, do not lose track of what actually works. We're trying to improve our body composition. We can either build muscle and we can lose fat, okay? So the tools for building muscle are hard, regular training in the gym. End of discussion. That is the tool we have for building muscle. And to lose fat, we use diet, energy intake, what goes in our mouth, and also kind of cardio or steps. Don't lose sight of that. Don't try to use training to lose fat, and also don't try to use cardio to build muscle. Keep them separate. Do not lose sight of that. That is all anyone and everyone is trying to do in this body composition game, okay? We are all trying to build muscle, lose body fat, or maintain our body fat, and also get fitter and stronger and enjoy it, okay? Do not forget that. Do not get pulled in. Do not get sucked in by doing muscle building cardio, or don't get sucked in by doing fat burning training. Ignore all that noise. People are always trying to come up with new and exciting ways to do things. 9 times out of 10 of which are complete rubbish. And they will do this to sell their program, or get views, or get engagement, or get attention on social media. And it looks cool, okay? If you have a jacked person doing some cardio and they're holding some weights and they say in the caption, this is muscle building cardio, it might sound or look like it kind of works. Oh, this guy's in really good shape. He's jacked up. He's doing some cardio, but he's building muscle as well. Wow, this could be the answer to my prayers. No, it doesn't work like that. The person has a lot of muscle because they weight train, because they resistance train, okay? Not pick from the stupid little cardio exercise they're doing. So remember that. Build muscle by training and lose fat by doing diet and steps. And the last point, maybe one of the most important ones, is enjoy the process, but also understand you won't always enjoy it, okay? And what I mean by that, don't intentionally do things that you just don't enjoy. If you really absolutely hate weight training with a passion, find another way to resistance train. I would say though, weight training is by far the best way to resistance train. So only if you really, really, really don't like it. If you can tolerate it, you'll probably grow and develop to like it, okay? So you shouldn't intentionally do things that you do not enjoy doing. That being said, there will be times, there will be periods in the year, there will be months, there will be weeks, there will be sessions which you do not enjoy. Exercising and training won't always be the most enjoyable thing that you do in the day. That's just not feasible and realistic, okay? And so you will have to push through some of those times. And you know what? Even me, even as an online coach and I do this for a living. I go through some months where I don't enjoy my training. I have some sessions which really are not great. I have some weeks where I'd rather do anything but resistance training. But overall, when I zoom out and look at the yearly picture, I kind of enjoy it overall, and it's a nice part of my lifestyle and I wouldn't have it any other way. But you have to kind of learn to enjoy it, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because this is what's going to keep you interested and engaged with the process over the long term. Because us as human beings, we can tolerate doing things we don't like for a certain amount of time, but after a while, it will get to the stage where you will just stop. And stopping, obviously, is the nuclear option for giving up on your health and fitness, okay? I hope these 7 points helped. Happy New Year from gloomy, cold United Kingdom, and I will see you guys soon.